Imagine a world where sports and arts coexist in harmony, a world dating back over 1,000 years. Welcome to the ancient Olympic Games held in honor of the god Zeus. Picture it. The year is 776 BC. We're in ancient Greece, where every 4 years, a unique celebration takes place. A celebration that isn't just about athletic prowess, but also about artistic brilliance. Yes, you heard it right. The ancient Olympic Games were not just about the fastest runner or the strongest wrestler, but also about the best musician, the most eloquent poet, and the most captivating actor. These games were a tribute to Zeus, the king of the Greek gods. They were a magnificent spectacle where the physical and the cultural intertwined, creating a vibrant tapestry of Greek life. But as all good things come to an end, so did the ancient Olympics. In 393 AD, the Roman Emperor Theodosius I banned the games. His reason? Well, he believed they were too pagan for his newly Christianized empire, and so the flame of the ancient Olympics was extinguished, but not forever. Fast forward to the late 19th century, a visionary named Baron Pierre de Coubertin breathed new life into the Olympics. Picture a world where the spirit of the ancient Olympics had been all but forgotten. But then, in 1894, the first Olympic Congress was held in Paris. Imagine the anticipation, the thrill as the world prepared for the first modern Olympic Games, set to take place in Athens just 2 years later. The event was a resounding success, rekindling the flame of a tradition that had been extinguished for over a millennium. But the rebirth of the Olympics was not just about reviving old traditions, it was about creating new ones too. Now let's travel to the Paris Games of 1900. For the first time in history, women were allowed to compete, breaking barriers and setting the stage for future generations of female athletes. And who could forget the trailblazing Charlotte Cooper? This British tennis player didn't just participate in the Games, she dominated them, becoming the first female Olympic champion. In a triumphant return, the Olympic Games were back and more inclusive than ever before. From St. Louis to Stockholm, the Olympic Games have continuously evolved, breaking boundaries and creating history. In the heartland of America, the St. Louis Games in 1904 introduced a tradition that continues to this day, the distribution of gold, silver, and bronze medals. But the Games were not just about the victors, they also embraced the spirit of inclusion. George Iser, the first known disabled athlete, defied odds to participate in these Games, setting a precedent for future champions. Fast forward to the Stockholm Games in 1912, and there's a milestone that's hard to miss. The Games were now a truly global event with competitors from all 5 continents represented by the iconic Olympic rings. And guess what? Women made a splash too, diving right into swimming events for the first time. The evolution of the Games didn't stop there. From 1912 to 1948, the Olympic Games were not just about physical prowess, but also celebrated artistic talent, including music, singing, poetry, and theatre. In 1920, the Olympic flag, a symbol of unity and sportsmanship, fluttered for the first time, and athletes took the Olympic oath, swearing to uphold the spirit of the Games. The Olympic Games soon found a new arena, the living rooms of millions. Since the Berlin Games in 1936, the Games have been broadcasted live on television, making the thrill and excitement of the competitions accessible to people around the globe. The Games have always been about breaking barriers. Italian archer Paola Fantato in 1996 became the first athlete to compete in both the Olympic and Paralympic Games in the same year. And in a symbolic moment of peace at the Sydney Games in 2000, North and South Korea marched together under the same flag. Over the years, the Olympic Games have become a global event, broadcasted around the world and a symbol of unity and sportsmanship. Today, the Olympic Games are a testament to human determination, spirit, and unity. They've grown from a small, local competition to a global event that brings together every national Olympic committee. Take the Atlanta Games in 1996, for instance. They were a massive feat of inclusivity, with all 197 national Olympic committees participating. And then there was the Sydney Games in 2000. This event showcased a symbolic moment of peace that touched hearts worldwide. North and South Korea, 2 nations with a history of conflict, marched under the same flag. It was a moment that transcended sports, embodying the true essence of the Olympic Games: unity, peace, and a shared love for sport. The Olympic Games, with their long and rich history, have become a beacon of hope and unity. They are a testament to our collective strength and resilience, our shared hopes and dreams, and our unwavering determination to push our limits. From their ancient roots to the modern spectacle we know today, the Olympic Games have endured as a celebration of the human spirit and the desire to push beyond boundaries.